I'll probably say just my character. I feel like I'm somebody that everybody can gravitate towards. I'm a good locker room guy. But yeah, if it's off the field, I'd never say my character, man. I feel like I'm a great guy for everybody to be around, no matter what type of personality it is. People gravitate towards me for sure. It's crazy because they kind of know they basically almost know everything about you, and over 50% of it is the character. They ask you about your past and things like that, situations you've been in. So you can tell they value it a lot. So I'm not surprised by it, but it definitely caught me off guard a little bit.
Speaking of your past, a little background question. When did you first pick up a football and fall in love with this sport?
I first picked up the football around like 3 or 4. I probably fell in love with it. Whatever age you is in like 5th grade, that's probably when I fell in love with it.
As you get ready for the combine, the pro days, what's the thing that you're focused on the most in your game right now?
Yeah, as far as combine prep and everything like
that,
I'll definitely say
just
I'll say the 40. I want to show that I can really run. A lot of times on film, I'm not trailing or anything like that. I'm not behind the wide out. So a lot of the times, people think I can't run, but I'm just in good coverage. You know what I mean? So I'll definitely say that. And then the drills. I want to show that I can get in and out of my breaks, and that I'm versatile.
What's the time you're looking to hit?
Man, just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout.
Growing up in one of the best high school programs in the nation, how did that prep you?
Yeah, it definitely motivated me. I was going against Division I guys every single day, literally every day. All my 4 years there since I was a freshman. So it definitely motivated me. When I got to college, nothing kind of rattled me. Nothing kind of took me by storm. I kind of seen it all already. So I would definitely say it definitely motivated me for sure.
Bro, let's say someone's never seen you play before. What do you want them to know about you as a football player?
Yeah, I would definitely want them to know that I'm a savvy ball hawk. I can play within anywhere. I make plays, and my ball production is crazy. You know what I mean? I feel like I have some of the best ball production within this draft. Also that I'm versatile. You can put me anywhere. I feel like I'm the best nickel in this draft, and my outside corner take speak for itself. We ain't got to worry. You just look at that. You know what I mean? But I feel like I'm the best nickel in this draft.
You said you started playing at a very young age.
Yeah.
What point did playing in the NFL become a dream, and when did you think that could be a reality?
Yeah, I mean, if you play football, and one thing that I was always brung up with was competing. You know what I mean? So, and a part of competing is wanting to be the best, wanting to play with the best. So it's always been a dream of mine. But when I say, hey, I can do this, I would probably say 2021, 2022, when I watched the draft, and guys that I was playing with, guys that I've guarded are out there getting drafted and things like that. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean?
Who were some of the guys that inspired you to play for?
Man, Tre'Davious White, Darrell Reeves. Those two guys, man. Obviously, Darrell Reeves is a little older, but that Tre'Davious White is who I grew up watching. Just his versatility inside, outside, off man, press man, bail man, whatever it is. I feel like he did that at a high level. Even though my man getting a little old right now, but yeah, man, I'm a big fan of his.
Did you grow up a Cowboy fan, and did you watch them?
Yeah, my pop's a big Cowboys fan. I grew up. I watch football. I like football in general, but in my household, you kind of ain't got no choice but to root for the Cowboys.
Is your dad as frustrated as everybody else is?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. He said he stopped caring. He stopped caring like 2 years ago. He used to get riled up pretty bad, but at this point he said he stopped caring. Maybe they catch him by surprise next year, but as of right now, man, he don't let him get him riled up no more.
Bro, what is your dad and maybe Coach Mathis think about you being on the cusp of playing at the highest level?
Yeah. I mean, as a dad, I feel like he's any dad. His baby boy is potentially going to be, God willing, in the next level. So I feel like this is a first for him as well. So I'm kind of telling him like, yo, like chill, man, it's gonna be all right. But Coach Mathis done this a million times. He got a million guys out of the total that's played in the NFL. So I don't think it's done to him. But as far as my pops, man, I feel like me and him both going through this process for our first time. So it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
Talk about the thumbs down salary. You come up with that?
Yeah, I came up with that. Yeah, man. I think it was our bye week last year, early in the year. And I was just on the game. We had an off day. I was on the game, and man, I just kept saying, in this area, we say, that's box or that's strapped, and I was just thinking of ways that, I can do that replicate that within the game, and I just came up with it. I started doing it a little too fast in the first couple of games that I did it, and nobody really noticed. But I got some swag with it, and started doing it a little slower, and it all came to what it is now. I mean, I feel like the talent is here. You want to showcase your skills. I feel like some of the best are here. Obviously, and y'all can see that. But it being here back home, that's just a plus. You know what I mean? That's great for me. This is known territory for me, so this is awesome.
Did you get a chance to play college football 25, and what did you think about your rating in it?
Yeah, I got a chance to play college football 25. Great game, by the way. I love the game. My rating was cool. I was shooting for a 93. I got a 91. So it was pretty good. But as far as some of the attributes on there, I don't know about those. But the game, I love the game. It's great because I played the first one. So
Speaking of attributes, what do you think is the most important attribute to playing defensive back?
confidence. I feel like you can't, especially this day and age, you got guys running 4.2s, guys who can catch the ball at a crazy high point. Guys who are great in the slide and outside, man. I feel like confidence is you got to believe in yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're going to be outmatched physically, but man, you got to have that confidence in yourself that, hey, man, whatever it is, whatever it happens out here, I'm going to go out on my shield. And that's kind of how I go about it.
You said you got confidence guarding those guys who did make it to the NFL for you to potentially be here.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind and heart when you do lock someone up on the perimeter?
Yeah, man. That's just, humbly speaking, that's just every play for me. I just, a lot of the times some of the stuff goes unnoticed. You might clamp a dude and the quarterback might look the other way. I feel like that's a stat in my book. You know what I mean? So, but it's just every play for me. That's what I signed up to do. That's my job, and I got to do it.
For all these guys who are uninitiated to Texas football, specifically the District of Doom, what do you tell them about that?
Man, I feel like it's some of the best in the country, if not the best in the country. We got top guys across one area. It's not like a lot of schools where you got to go 50 miles down the road. No, everything's about 10-mile radius with the top guys, the top talent, and you got to go out there and compete. So it definitely got me molded, and I know it got a lot of different guys throughout the DFW area molded for the next level as well.
I feel like a lot of guys in this day and age opt out of bowl games for something like this. Why do you feel it's important to play and try to put yourself out there?
Yeah, I mean, just look at the opportunity. Look who's walking around here. You know what I mean? You want to go play at the highest level. The scouts are here. I feel like you want to showcase some of your skills, some of your talent. Come out here and practice and compete a little bit. I figure there's nothing wrong with that. But I get it, man. People want to make their bread, man. Your body is that's your money. So they want to protect that. And I'm a player as well, so I get both sides. But at the end of the day, for me, man, just coming out here and compete, just showing these scouts what I can do a little bit.
How competitive is this game going to be, do you think?
I think it's going to be pretty competitive. They limited the playbooks on both sides, so you can go. It's not that much thinking. You can go out there and just play. So I think it's going to be pretty competitive, especially with the talent you got on both sides.
Where's your favorite spot to eat in Eugene?
Oh my goodness. I was on meal prep in Eugene. If I had to say, I'll probably say Gotcha Burger. Gotcha Burger, yeah.
I know you mentioned Darrell Revis as a corner that inspired you. Who do you think are the top corners in the league right now?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have this is my opinion because I like to go off people with my body type, my physique, and things like that. I love Trip McDuffie. I love Asante Samuel Jr. I love DJ Reed, Mike Hilton, those type of guys. I love those type of guys. I love to watch those type of guys play. So definitely those guys. And I know I'm missing one, but.
Any surprises about this process so far?
Nah, I kind of came in here ready for anything. The meetings are cool. Everything's cool, but I would definitely say just being ready to put your articulate cap on to talk to the scouts and everything like that, because they come with some questions that you didn't know people know about you. So it's pretty cool.
What's one of the questions they caught you off guard with?
Just say your first last name and spell it. Just make sure we have
Jabbar Muhammad, Jabbar Muhammad. One of the questions was probably something about my background. They knew about my family members and things like that. I was like, dang, like that's crazy. Like people usually don't know that, that they knew about all that. So that was pretty cool of them to know.
You knew where you were going to high school. You got to choose where you were going to college. How does it feel now that you don't know where you might end up? You might be in Buffalo, Green Bay, Miami.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Man, yesterday I learned that this is the hardest. They say this is the hardest process through a football player's career, and it definitely is, man. I'm anxious, nervous. I'm a million things in one. But at the end of the day, man, I know I put in the work, so I know everything will come out and work out the way it should. But I definitely be feeling some type of way sometimes. Man, I get in my head sometimes. I get to worrying sometimes. But I go back to my foundation, my family at home. They kind of tell me everything's gonna be all right. You put in the work for this. But man, it's definitely Aggie. I definitely say that.
Thanks, Jabbar.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.